Good morning. This is Met meteorologist Dave Elliott with your weather outlook for Friday, March the 17th, 2017. Starting out with the radar and the satellite loop, we're watching a kind of elongated, stretched out area of low pressure extending from just around the northern end of Minnesota down through Iowa and into Illinois. Along there, we're seeing a warm frontal boundary that's dipping down into the Ohio River Valley and a cold frontal boundary kind of hanging back almost due east-west from Missouri back into eastern Colorado. Out ahead of this warm frontal boundary, though, we're seeing a pretty good mixed bag of precip with snow and some freezing rain and then some regular old liquid rain, as we've got cold air still hanging in the area from Canada after that last cold frontal passage. Out in the west, we've got high pressure over the Four Corners area, and that's keeping things pretty nice. Up on the northern end, however, in the Pacific Northwest, Oregon, Washington State, we are seeing some moisture streaming in, and that's going to be bringing some rain and some heavier snow showers for portions of the Cascade Mountains, especially on the northern end up around the Washington State-Canadian border. And switching over to the current temperature map, you can see this blue area still dipping down into the Florida Panhandle region where that cold air has made it southward. We're a little warmer down here today with temperatures in the upper 40s to low 50s. And you can see a northerly moving area of yellow, which means this warmer air is pushing its way in off of the Gulf of Mexico. That's due to surface high pressure sitting out in the Atlantic Ocean. And on the backside of that high, we see this nice, good southerly flow coming off of the water and bringing that warm air in. Out into the west, we're still fairly cool. We're seeing temperatures down into the 30s as far south as central Arizona and New Mexico. And another item of note is up through the Dakotas and the Minnesota area and down through the Great Lakes regions, we're seeing temperatures hovering right around freezing or either just below or a little above freezing. And that's part of why we're seeing kind of a mixed jumble of precipitation up there with a little bit of rain, a little bit of snow, and a little bit of ice coming out of these out of the system as it tracks eastward. And as for today's outlook, that stretched out area of low pressure that I mentioned earlier is going to continue to track eastward, and as it does, we'll see this mixed precipitation kind of track on through the Great Lakes region and into the upstate New York area and down along the Appalachian Mountains. So keep an eye out, as there could be some ice on the ground and could be a little sloppy out there on the roads. On the southern end, I had mentioned a cold front down in this area. Well, and then the high pressure pushing that warm, moist, and fairly unstable air up. So what that's going to lead to today is a chance for some thunderstorm activity all the way from the coast of North Carolina and Virginia and back into the state of Oklahoma. We aren't expecting anything severe at this time, but as always, you do expect to see a lot of lightning and some potential hail and some strong winds in these thunderstorms. So please be safe and keep an eye on the weather. And that's your outlook for the day today. Hope you have a great weather day wherever you are, and please be sure to follow MetLoop on Facebook and Twitter for all the latest and most accurate weather information.